Oh my god, my digipeeps. It is another week and another episode of the Book of Boba Fett. My feelings are so confused and so mixed. I have to review this episode and I need to get your thoughts on if I am right or just crazy. So let's get into episode 6 right now. You know, the highlight of these episodes are really starting to be the beginning for me now. We get to see some familiar faces from the past. This week, it just so happens to be Marshal Cobb Vanth and him having his own run-in with the Pike Syndicate. I swear I love Timothy Oliphant. This man is a damn cowboy. A friend mentioned to me that he was only missing the 10-gallon hat this week. Still the slick-talking, quick-shooting outlaw we left from Season 2 of The Mandalorian. It seems the Pike Syndicate and this spice trade is starting to get the attention of the locals and putting them in danger. That's all good, wonderful, excellent. Let's get into Grogu. If you are coming in from last week's episode, Mando is heading out to give his baby boy a gift, and greeting his new Naboo starfighter was none other than R2-D2. It was so great to see the astromech droid who took Mando over to the site of the new Jedi Temple, currently in the process of being built by a number of worker droids. That's where we leave Mando as we get into the training of Grogu by the man, the myth, the legend. 50 years digitally younger looking Luke Skywalker. Again, it was so great to see these pieces from the past all coming together like this. Everyone's favourite alien seems to be doing really well, learning the ways of the Force and at the start of some very humble beginnings of the new Jedi Order. One scene here that really intrigued me, however, was Luke and Grogu out on a walk and Luke offering to help him remember his home. This led to a short clip from Grogu's past, that being the execution of Order 66. No matter how many times or how many perspectives they play this event out, it was just as terrifying as when it was ordered almost 20 years ago. Continuing on with this, after seeing this past trauma, Grogu returns from his memory and Luke tells him that the galaxy is a dangerous place and he will teach him to defend himself. This is actually my first issue with this week's episode. It is small, but the Jedi, as far as I know, were peacekeepers. Not people who looked at the galaxy as an enemy that they had to defend themselves against. There were Jedi that spent their entire lives never even having drawn their lightsaber. Just an interesting thought as to where Luke is right now. So we cut back to Mando, and surprise number 5, I believe now, Ahsoka Tano is there to greet him and discuss the implications of him going to see Grogu while he is so deep in training. The fact that he has moved past a Mandalorian foundling and is now a Jedi Padawan. Issue number 2 with this episode. I feel if you know the story of Ahsoka, then you know she is no Jedi. She is, in my eyes, a grey Jedi. She has attachments, as we saw in Rebels. She is no Jedi and has even made that statement about herself in the past. Now, why, oh why, is she here preaching the benefits of the Jedi rising back to power? The Jedi failed. They lost. They did not adapt to their new and evolving world, and because of that, their chosen one and a Sith Lord almost wiped them from existence. Now, I know this is a path Luke is going to take thanks to the Disney-era sequels. I just got to question why. Luke has a sister. He has Han Solo, Chewbacca, R2-D2. Ahsoka has Captain Rex and basically the whole crew of the ship the Ghost. All that attachment, and you are telling me Grogu cannot see Mando ever again and basically detach himself from his dad. Poor form. So as Mando leaves and basically breaks mine and everyone else's heart, Grogu continues his training, and taking away from the fact that I wanted to destroy that stupid training remote for shooting the cutest being in the galaxy, the little man turns into a ninja and shows he has all the skill. I've really got strong feelings of Luke training with Yoda back on Dagobah here. It was great. Even the small dialogue between Luke and Ahsoka, who compliments that he is just like his father. I really wish we could have seen more of these two interacting. Alas, this is the Book of Boba Fett, and this is where we see Mando regroup with the Crime Lord and he's amassing forces ready to take on the Pike Syndicate. They are a big, pretty strong looking group now, but it is not enough. They need foot soldiers, a request that Mando may be able to help with. He seeks out Cobb Vanth and the members of Freetown, new name, who unfortunately don't seem to want to get into the affairs of a city slicker. I swear this man is a cowboy. It is not until a stranger waltzes into town that we get our problems spilling outside of Mos Espa and into Freetown. Cobb is greeted by a mysterious stranger with blue skin, red eyes, and a fantastic looking hat, none other than Cad Bane. The infamous bounty hunter finally makes his live action debut, and he looks amazing. One intimidating outlaw looking to get his own way by any means necessary. And by this, I mean he threatens the marshal and shoots him down. He actually draws faster than the marshal and then shoots his deputy enough times to ensure the town knows he means business when he tells them to stay out of the upcoming fight. A great old western vibe to this scene, and I mean, who doesn't love a western? The Pikes then make their first move. Two arrive at Garsa's sanctuary and leave behind a package. One of the exploding kind, as it completely sets the infamous club up in flames without so much of a warning. Madame Garsa better not be dead. Like I have said in the past, I want to see more of her, and if this is how she goes out, then I am going to be very disappointed. Now for the cliffhanger. Mando left behind his gift to Grogu. Armour fashioned for him personally. One Luke presents to him as well as a lightsaber. Yoda's lightsaber to be exact. With these two items, he presents two paths. Pick the armour and forsake the Jedi path, go back to the Mandalorian and give in to attachment. Or he can choose the lightsaber and he will be the first student in Luke's school and go on to become a great Jedi. And we end on that. I don't know where to begin on this one. This episode was great, incredible. Seeing all these familiar faces, seeing Luke again, and Cad Bane make his live action debut, this finale is shaping up to be something special if it is done correctly. On the flip side, the choices that were made by Ahsoka and Luke, I am just so lost on how to feel about them. As I mentioned, the two have attachments. They have friends and family, and do not get me wrong, there is none better in the galaxy to teach the new breed of Jedi. My problem lies in a fact that I have already stated. The Jedi lost. They were wrong, and in their centuries-old traditions, failed to realise the evil literally right under their noses. Bringing them back is not the way. Grogu needs Papa. Furthermore, I was not looking to bring this up last week because it was overall a good episode. However, it was clear that episode 5 was the lost episode of The Mandalorian. Episode 6 of the Book of Boba Fett had the main star for all of 2 minutes. I am watching just that, the Book of Boba Fett, and that is what I want to see. This episode was somewhat more tied to Boba's overall story, but I still could have used more screen time for the star of the show, who has been missing for 2 weeks now. This episode was good, but the content was questionable. It was like seeing the Beatles reunite only to play the greatest hits of AC/DC. Both great bands with great songs, it is just confusing to see the content play out. Okay, well, that's that. One more episode to go. This show is gearing up for one great finale I am really looking forward to, and I hope you all are too. Comment down below what was your favourite moment from episode 6. Like the video for my crazy rant and share it with your friends who might get a kick out of hearing an Australian breaking down some of the most controversial Star Wars content of 2022, and I'll catch you all in the next one.